You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Our top story, it is election day for some Sarasota County voters. 3 candidates vying for the District 72 seat in the Florida House.
It's a race that has brought national attention, money, and endorsements. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now live from the Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections with more details. Dwayne?
Well, guys, it's gained a lot of buzz locally as well. Tonight, we will find out which of the 3 candidates, James Buchanan, Allison Foxhall, or Margaret Good, will fill the seat vacated by Alex Miller, who resigned last September. Now, registered voters in District 72 encompasses all of Siesta Key, parts of Sarasota City, and parts of Sarasota County, running from the Osprey area to University Parkway. Officials pointing out that some voters had to be turned away because the race was outside their district. Most of the voters we spoke with today were not only passionate with their specific candidate, but the race itself. Good's campaign receiving an endorsement from former Vice President Joe Biden and even former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley, while Buchanan received support from current Governor Rick Scott and his father, Vern Buchanan. Earlier today, Supervisor of Elections Ron Turner estimated a 28% turnout and says that number was rising.
We've still got quite a few more hours with the polls open, but this is a pretty good turnout for a special House election in the state of Florida.
The higher it gets, the better off we'll all be. If we don't use our ability to vote, at some point down the road, we might not have that ability.
Now, the winner of this election will have only 9 months in office until the next election. And you might want to get down to your polling places. Polls close at 7 p.m. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dwayne. We will continue to bring you more on the election throughout this evening. Polls close at 7 p.m. tonight, as Dwayne mentioned. After the votes are in, we will have the election results right here on ABC7 News at 7. You can also find the results on our website at mysuncoast.com.
A follow-up now on the 5-year battle between the city of Holmes Beach and a couple's treehouse. The city issuing a code enforcement notice on January 18th, directing the treehouse owners to apply for a demolition permit. Failure to do so within 3 weeks would likely result in a city lawsuit to force compliance. Well, that final deadline for the owners to voluntarily demolish the treehouse was February 9th. Now the deadline has come and gone. The treehouse is still standing. According to the Islander newspaper, owner Lynn Tran emailed the paper the day of the deadline stating there will be no demolition.
2 gas leaks at Laurel Nokomis Elementary School canceling after-school activities today. The leaks happened earlier this afternoon after a vendor maintaining the fencing around the school breached the gas line. School went on as usual, and TECO responded right away to cap both of those leaks. According to the Sarasota County School District, after-school activities have been suspended so crews can monitor the gas line and make any other repairs that are needed.
Need some winds to
Oh, I know, it was very hot too.
Definitely. Let's get a check on our weather today with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Thanks, you guys. Another warm day, but a little cloudier this morning, and that was a result of some fog forming. Looks like we'll see that fog, a real possibility again tomorrow morning. So commuters beware. You may need 10, 15 more extra minutes because traffic will be a little bit slower, I think. A few showers around yesterday. There were a few isolated showers today. Not as many and not as intense, and they weren't all that intense yesterday, but still there are a few around. What we have is high pressure in control. There's an old frontal boundary hanging here. That's pretty much washed out. High pressure at the surface located to the east of Florida continues to bring us that east to southeasterly wind flow at the surface anyway. On top of that, this high pressure is stacked out here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is in the upper levels of the atmosphere on top of that. So these two coming together really blocking any kind of system moving in, like another storm system to the west of us, will rotate around and go on the periphery of the northern edge of that high pressure ridge, and that means we stay warm here. Temperatures over the past few days well above average. Today, no exception there. 80 degrees. Dew point is summer-like. It's 70. Typically, the dew point never gets below 70 during the summer, so we've jumped right out of winter into summer, bypassing spring altogether. I'll let you know if that will last for a while. Coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. For homeowners looking to sell, realtors say now may be the best time to do so because there are a limited number of homes on the market. ABC7's Christopher Brantley has more.
The market is phenomenal. Last year I closed $24 million in the Venice area.
Luann Wood is one of South Sarasota County's top realtors. She tells us now is the time if you want to sell your home.
It's a seller's market right now because there's no inventory here in general.
You may have noticed an uptick in traffic on the Suncoast. Realtors, including those at the Gulf Shore Realty team, say many of those that just used to visit are now looking to stay.
People that are moving here are coming from coastal communities. They want to be here because of the weather, because of the climate, and because of the wonderful places where we live.
But there are a few ways to protect yourself if you're buying or selling. Wood suggests what's called a 4-point insurance inspection.
The 4-point insurance inspection is not an expensive expense, and you should do it.
The inspection covers the home's electrical system, plumbing, roof, and AC system. It helps give a better picture of what you're either selling or buying.
Now is the time, because people that are suffering terrible weather all over the country, they want to come to Venice, Florida. They want to come to Sarasota County.
It's not just all retirees either. The average age of new buyers ranges from 38 to 62 years old. Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Well, who could blame them? We all love it here on the Suncoast.
Right.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joining us now, and some good news for Wall Street. Green arrows across the board today.
Green arrows across the board, although it's a little bit deceptive. The Dow was up by 40 points. Sounds like a quiet day. Not really. Remember that word volatility? Well, the fact that the Dow finished up 39 points, don't judge a book by its cover. The Dow is down by 180 points after 5 minutes of trading this morning. Little by little, we crawled our way back and finished, as I said, plus 40. But importantly, we were plus 104. So we had a 284-point intraday swing. Volatility is still here, but the arrows are pointed in the right direction, as Jacqueline just said. Let's take a look, and you'll see up arrows across the board. There, the Dow up 39 points, 0.16% at 24,640.45 on volume of 644 million shares. The NASDAQ for the day was the biggest winner, up almost 0.5%, 31 points at 7,013.51. That on volume of 1,802 million shares. The S&P up as well, up almost 7 points, 0.25% at 2,662.94. Well, those of us in the investment business always preach the importance of being diversified. Well, guess what? That goes for corporations as well. PepsiCo, I bet you're familiar with that company. There you see some of their products. PepsiCo announced better than expected sales and earnings, but surprise, surprise, they didn't get that better result because of PepsiCo, Mountain Dew, or even Tropicana from Bradenton. Yes, indeed, sales were down for those things, but they also own Doritos, a home run, Cheetos, another home run, and Lay's potato chips. So those three products had a bigger sales increase than the sugary drinks, as they say, had a sales decrease. As a result of that, their diversification paid off. The stock was up briefly today, up by a little bit, but the bottom line is if they had only been in the business of soda and water and orange juice, they would have posted a loss. Instead, they posted a gain. Very, very important.
You also have some positive news on Under Armour today, Richard.
I think both of you have been out shopping because, frankly, Under Armour has been having its share of problems lately, but today they announced much better than expected revenues. The stock was up by 16%. That's a big move.
Wow. It is, yeah. Okay, Richard, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, top intelligence officials testifying on Capitol Hill today. What was discussed during that hearing on global threats.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, a 3-year-old Indiana girl dies from the flu, why the family is regretting its decision not to vaccinate her.
The ABC7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in a car accident, the state of Florida only gives you a specific amount of time to file a claim. So act now, give us a call.
If you've never truly loved your car, you've clearly never owned a Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Now, lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $239 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a multimedia producer for our morning news program. Strong and efficient digital, social media, and writing skills required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Intelligence agency heads were on Capitol Hill today as part of a hearing on emerging global threats facing our nation.
And they are all unanimous that Russia continues to pose a threat to our democracy. ABC's Serena Marshall reports from Washington.
The assessment was blunt and clear. Russia continues to meddle in U.S. politics.
We expect Russia to continue using propaganda, social media, false flag personas, and exacerbate social and political fissures in the United States. There should be no doubt that Russia perceived that its past efforts as successful
and views the 2018 midterms as a prime target. The nation's top spy joined other leading intelligence officials testifying on Capitol Hill, warning lawmakers about threats to the U.S.
No change in my view of the 2017 assessment.
This is not going to change or stop.
The Trump administration officials acknowledged they had not been directed by the president specifically to blunt Russia's influence and didn't challenge the view that his continued denials of Russian interference in 2016 is making it harder to stop them.
People in Maine who say the whole thing is a witch hunt and it's a hoax because the president told me. We cannot confront this threat, which is a serious one, with a whole of government response when the leader of the government continues to deny that it exists.
Other areas of concern, the national debt and North Korea.
The risk of interstate conflict is higher than any time since the end of the Cold War.
FBI Director Christopher Wray also defended his agency against recent criticisms, saying the men and women of the Bureau are, quote, the finest group of pros I could hope to work for. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.
So we're already in a summer pattern.
I
know.
It seems like we just skipped on past spring.
Right, and we'll get back to some cooler temperatures. I mean, it's not going to be extreme like we saw about 3-4 weeks ago. We had the freeze and the freeze warnings and wind chill advisories, but we are looking at very warm temperatures as a result of 2 areas of high pressure, one at the surface, one at the upper levels of the atmosphere. The Van Ways webcam showing, for the most part, fair skies this afternoon, allowing that sun to heat things up into the low 80s today. No records around here, but we had some cloudiness moving late, and the clouds and showers mainly east and south of our area. Staying warm, that's the weather headlines. And then morning fog possible. That'll be the downside, the only downside. And then rain chances staying extremely low. 10% chances for a few showers due to the heat of the day over the upcoming days. Now that rain chance is not going to go sky high for any reason because of the area of high pressure, which continues to dominate our weather. You can see some rainfall right here. This is an old frontal boundary. For the most part, it's stationary now or weakening and dissipating. We have high pressure in control, and we have the southeasterly wind flow, which is occasionally bringing a shower in right there, one near Northport. But more importantly, it's bringing in warm, moist air, which will allow some fog to form overnight. That fog can be rather thick for drive time tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. You may need a little extra time to take care of things as far as drop-off goes tomorrow. And you can see this, what appears to be rain. That is a fire, a brush fire that is looks like out now and extinguished. Another one up there in the eastern portions of Hillsborough County, and nothing going on here as far as any significant rainfall. This is the Futurecast, the GFS model, showing the ring that you see here. Everything's kind of traveling around this dome of high pressure with no penetration of these fronts making their way into our area. There's another snowstorm, ice storm moving through Tennessee and Kentucky and parts of Ohio. That'll be happening on Friday and Saturday, and then yet another one develops over the weekend, which pushes off into the Great Lakes. But for us, a front gets close to us on Sunday and then fades away once again, so not a big issue as far as that goes. Satellite review showing the clouds occasionally moving in overhead, and then some rainfall to the north and west of us into Louisiana, East Texas, Arkansas. That's where the showers and storms are developing, but that mainly takes off to the northeast. Again, around this periphery of high pressure. The fog will be around again Wednesday morning and even into Thursday morning. It could be rather thick across the region. 80 degrees our current temp. The dew point 70. Winds are out of the west at 7. And as far as that current fog goes, some fog offshore. We'll see it rolling in, I think, mainly after midnight tonight. It will be patchy and it could be thick, especially down south into South Sarasota and into Charlotte counties. For us, though, as far as temperatures go, a bit cooler. And look at that, Jacksonville now, 55 degrees. You can see that front is lying just to the north of Orlando now, 75 there, 80 in Sarasota, and temperatures around town into the low 70s to mid 70s right on the water. Water temperature, extremely warm for this time of year. It's 75 degrees, 83 in Northport, 83 in Mayaca City and Arcadia at 82 degrees. Satellite review showing pretty quiet weather over Georgia and throughout Florida, with the exception of that weak frontal system. Not much into Illinois, Iowa, or Kansas City at this point. And again, the European model pretty much the same as the GFS, with a little bit more snow expected across the Great Lakes and on in through Sunday as you see that system spread off to New York, Pennsylvania, and East Ohio. They could get some fairly significant snow there. Well, here's the forecast then as we see it for boaters tomorrow. Looks to be pretty good. Fog, though, will be around. North winds, again, changing to the east at around 5 to 10 knots. The water temperature at 75 degrees. The extended forecast looks like this. Fog in the morning, temperature staying warm in the low 80s, even some mid 80s east of I-75 right through the weekend. There'll be plenty of sunshine on Saturday and Sunday. Low temperatures running about 8 to 10 degrees above average as we move into the early next week. Looks to be good as well with sunshine and low 80s. Back to you.
Hey, Bob, thank you. Let's get a check on first alert traffic, and we're seeing in Sarasota County some slowdowns on US 41 as you head south, right at the intersection with, what is that, Blackburn Point Road there. So not sure if it's just traffic or maybe a crash, but right now that's the only major spot we're seeing on the Suncoast. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, the deadly flu epidemic has claimed more lives. The latest 2 victims, a 3-year-old Indiana girl and a Texas elementary school teacher who refused to pay for Tamiflu. ABC's Danya Backus has the latest.
In Indiana, a family now second-guessing their choice not to give their 3-year-old a flu shot.
Olivia did not have it because they had told us was the flu that's going around now, it's not going to matter if you get it or not.
Olivia Valou tested positive for influenza A last week. She seemed to be making improvements, but Monday her parents found her dead.
She was so full of life that it's so sad.
The 3-year-old is just one of the latest deaths in what is considered the deadliest flu season in decades. In Texas, 38-year-old Heather Holland, an elementary school teacher, wife, and mother of 2, died Sunday after complications from the flu, not long after nursing her children through the virus.
Just the other day she was there, and then, by Sunday she
just gone.
Holland's husband telling ABC News though they could afford it, Heather refused to pay for the antiviral medication. The cost? $116 for the generic form of Tamiflu with her medical insurance. One company that tracks drug prices saying right now the average price for Tamiflu brand is $175 and $135 for the generic. Most insurance plans do not cover Tamiflu. The drug maker now hoping to organize with pharmacies and insurers to help alleviate financial concerns. Experts say if you can't afford antiviral medication, you can call around to pharmacies to ask for the best price or use apps like GoodRx that offer discounts and coupons. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, children have smaller airways than adults, which can make asthma more serious. Knowing how to treat it and developing an action plan with your child's physician is key to controlling attacks. 1 in 12 kids in the U.S. up to age 17 have asthma. That's about 6 million children and teenagers. Of those, half had one or more attacks in 2016. The CDC says asthma can be considered well controlled if a person exhibits symptoms no more than 2 days a week, if sleep is not interrupted more than 1 or 2 nights a month, and if normal activities aren't difficult to complete. To help manage your child's asthma, make sure to have an action plan with your doctor and make sure teachers and caregivers know about it. Well, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and if you don't know what to get your significant other, try chocolate. It's not only a romantic gift, but it also has health benefits. One study says as little as 1/4 ounce of chocolate a day may keep the heart doctor away, dark chocolate that is. The German Institute of Human Nutrition says it could lower the risk of experiencing a heart attack or stroke. Another study says chocolate can help improve a person's mood. It's also a good antioxidant and helps with inflammation. However, not all chocolate is created equal, and remember, moderation is key. Coming up, a city in China celebrates its Spring Festival with a mind-blowing laser show and new technology featuring a robotic dog that can learn manners. Stay with us. We'll have those stories when we return.
Sarasota Opera's 2018 Winter Opera Festival is here, featuring Puccini's Manon Lescaut, Bizet's Carmen, Bellini's Norma, and D'Albert's rarely heard Tiefland. For more information, go to sarasotaopera.org.
Thousands of award-winning Honda SUVs are on sale from $189 a month during the Honda President's Day sales event. You've got to see these SUVs. Get a surprisingly spacious 2018 HR-V, $189 a month, or step up to Pilot for $289 a month with available seating for 8. Plus, we have Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, the 2018 CR-V, and Ridgeline, a Car and Driver's 10 Best. All on sale for up to $3,805 less than the competition at your local Honda dealer.
Fact. The top 3 Marriott hotels in North and South America are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, according to a recent survey of 363 Marriott hotels. The Marriott at Grand National, the Marriott Shoals Hotel, and the Grand Hotel. And 2 of the top 3 Renaissance hotels are also on the trail, Ross Bridge in Birmingham and the Battle House in Mobile. Southern hospitality still rules. For reservations or information, visit rtjgolf.com/resorts.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
A city in China is ringing its spring festival in high-tech digital style.
And a robotic dog that can open doors and learn manners. Jeremy Roth has more in today's Take a Look at This.
China's Spring Festival starts on February 16th, and residents of Guangzhou City are welcoming it with style. A stunning light show engulfs the city's skyline using more than 700 beam lamps and 30 laser lamps. Also, a 90-foot dog statue was erected to mark, you guessed it, the Year of the Dog. The Brainiacs at Boston Dynamics released new video of the creepiest doorman you have ever seen. This is their Spot Mini robotic dog, which cannot open doors. This is a Spot Mini outfitted with a robotic arm, and it can and does open doors. It may be a simple enough feat for humans, but it's actually a complex series of steps for a robot. The end is nigh, people, but hey, at least we know when the robot overlords do trigger the apocalypse, they'll be polite about it. This icy slow-motion video out of Ozark, Missouri may move at a glacial pace, but trust me, it's well worth the wait. Watch as 14-year-old Dylan McNew launches himself onto a frozen trampoline. The result is cool as ice. The video was shot by a friend and has taken the internet by storm. An ice storm, that is. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get hurt.
It must have been just thin enough where, you know, it wouldn't hurt him.
Yeah, thankfully, I suppose.
But it did shatter on contact,
sure
for
did.
sure.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, an ongoing battle between two county officials over the Palmetto Youth Center, how that feud played out in the Manatee County Commission meeting today.
And we'll look at the fourth most dangerous intersection on the Suncoast when we come back.
And here's a live look at Bourbon Street in New Orleans, where Fat Tuesday celebrations are underway ahead of Mardi Gras.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the two newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. dietary guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
All
This week, Marla Spence investigates the top 5 worst intersections on the Suncoast. Find out what's being done to fix these danger zones and what you can do to stay safe. All this week on ABC7 News at 6 a.m.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.